Welcome back. It's now time for your lunchtime sports. Cricket is where we begin. The West Indies fought back on the opening day of the first test against South Africa to leave the hosts at 314 for 8 in their first innings at stumps at Centurion. Electing to bat, South Africa were led by a century from Aiden Markram, who made 115. Markram and Dean Elgar, 71, laid the foundation for what appeared as if it would be a massive first innings total, as the pair shared in a 141-run opening partnership. But Alzarri Joseph, with 3 for 60, struck at crucial points for the Caribbean team to bring them back into the contest. There were also wickets for Shannon Gabriel, Kemar Roach, Jason Holder and Kyle Mayers. Marco Jansen, 20, and Gerald Kotze, 11, were the batsmen at the crease at the close for the protest. The teams will contest 2 tests, 3 ODIs and 3 T20 internationals. Now, New Zealand became only the second team in history joining the West Indies to win a test match by 1 run, following a stunning victory over England to level their 2-match series at 1 apiece on the 5th and final day of the second test at the Basin Reserve in Wellington on Tuesday. Resuming the day at 48 for 1 and chasing 258 for victory, the English stuttered to 80 for 5 in the first session, but a 121-run 6-wicket stand between former captain Joe Root, 95, and captain Ben Stokes, 33, threatened to take England over the line. However, the visitors lost the pair in the space of 9 balls and turned the tide in the favour of the hosts at 202 for 7. Now needing 56, Ben Foakes, 35, added 36 with the number 10 Jack Leach, who made 1 and took England within 7 runs of victory. Neil Wagner, who finished with 4 for 62, proved to be the man of the moment when he dismissed Jimmy Anderson for 4 when England needed 2 runs to win. Captain Tim Southey supported Wagner with 3 for 45. Scores of the match: England 435-8 declared, and New Zealand 209 and 483. The West Indies, the only other team in history to have won a test match by 1 run. They beat Australia by a similar margin in the 4th test in Adelaide back in 1993. Now, defending champions Harbourview blanked Dunley Holden 2-0 in the first match of a doubleheader at the Tony Spalding Sports Complex in a repeat of last season's final on Monday night. Shamari Dyer in the 53rd and Colorado Murray in the 68th were the scorers for the Stars of the East. The win takes Harbourview to 26 points and 2 behind 4th place Humber Lion. Dunley Holden are 6th on 22 points. Meanwhile, in the late encounter, Arnett Gardens clipped Waterhouse 1-0 in the JPL's El Clasico. Fabian Reid provided the decider once again for the Junglists as he scored the lone goal in the contest in the 64th minute. The result sees them moving to 33 points, 1 ahead of Cavalier, who are on 32 points, and they're back in 2nd place. And Lionel Messi was named the FIFA Player of the Year 2022 on Monday as Argentina scooped all major men's awards after winning a vintage World Cup final last December. The 35-year-old forward scored 2 goals in the World Cup final against France, with the South Americans emerging triumphant on penalties following a 3-3 draw after extra time in Qatar. His compatriots Lionel Scaloni and Emiliano Martinez won the Coach of the Year and Goalkeeper of the Year awards respectively, and their supporters even got the Best Fans prize, while England, they were rewarded for their victorious Women's Euro 2022 campaign. Spain's Alexia Putellas, who won the Ballon d'Or last year, was named Women's Player of the Year after inspiring Barcelona to a 3rd consecutive national title in 2022. Now, Polish amputee Marcin Oleski won the Puskás Prize for Best Goal of the Year for a spectacular acrobatic volley with Vartan Poznan against Stav Rejo. Look at this. And that is it for your lunchtime sports, and I am Jermaine Brown. Shamela, back to you.
Thank you, Jermaine. And that's the midday news. I'm Shamela Pullen. Join us at 7 for primetime news. On behalf of the news, sports, and production teams, good afternoon.